Let me tell you why I'm so happy. Because it looks like there's a new couple in Hollywood. Aaron, Pierre, that's Tayana. Aaron, Pierre, that's Tayana.
Y'all, Aaron Pierre, the actor who played Mufasa, has an ex out here waving red flags. And I'm not talking about any Disney soundtrack. His alleged longtime girlfriend, Jessica Hardwick, is making it very clear that Teyana Taylor better not get too comfortable. Why? Because according to Jessica, Aaron is just using Teyana, and she's not even his type. When you see Jessica, you start to understand what she means. So now the big question is this really about love? Or is Aaron out here chasing clout with this black queen? Aaron Pierre and Teyana Taylor have been trending a lot lately, and with good reason. The chemistry between them is undeniable, and people can't stop talking about it. Things really took off after their black and white Oscars photo shoot. Tayana posted the pictures on March 3rd, right after the Oscars and the Vanity Fair after party, and the vibes were undeniable. She even captioned it, "Oscar night in black and white, no gray area." And let's not forget the song she used on the post, Chris Brown's Take You Down, which made it even spicier. But here's where people started raising eyebrows. Aaron posted the exact same pictures on his page, but with no caption, no heart emoji, no great time with my lady, nothing at all. Silence. And let's be real, if you're proud of your girl, you're going to say something, right? A little my queen moment, or at least a we outside vibe. But instead, he didn't acknowledge it, and that silence felt suspicious. Almost like he's keeping her at arm's length, enjoying the buzz without actually claiming her. And guess who's been out here trying to tell us exactly that? His ex, Jessica Hardwick. She's been dropping hints that Aaron has a type, and according to her, Tayana doesn't fit the bill. The Vanity Fair after party only added more fuel to the fire, because Aaron and Tayana were spotted looking very cozy, posing with Niecy Nash and her wife. But this isn't even the first time they've been seen together. Back in February, they attended the American Black Film Festival Honors, where cameras caught them deep in conversation, giving off that "I like you, but I don't want to make it obvious" vibe. So yeah, they haven't confirmed their relationship, but the streets don't need confirmation. They see what's going on. Now here's where things get messy. While Aaron's been keeping his personal life on the low, the internet has been doing what it does best, digging. And what did people find? Jessica Hardwick. And when you take one look at her, you see why people are side-eyeing this whole Tayana situation. Jessica is not a woman of color, which makes the contrast between her and Tayana very stark. Jessica hasn't been sitting back quietly either. She's allegedly warning Tayana that she's going to get dumped. And if what she's saying is true, Tayana might want to keep one eye open, because word in the streets is that Aaron prefers white meat. When you line up his rumored exes with his current situation, it does look like Tayana doesn't fit his usual taste. And it's not just gossip. Jessica herself is making sure we all know it. But here's the tricky part. Is Jessica just bitter? Could she be lying? That's the million-dollar question. Still, it doesn't stop there, because more pictures of Aaron have surfaced online, this time with yet another woman, an Australian girl named Hannah Hurst. And from the looks of it, these two were more than just friends. The pictures show them attending a whole wedding together. And let's be honest, taking someone to a wedding isn't just friends behavior. That's a "this is my lady" type of move. And yes, Hannah is also white. If that wasn't enough proof of a pattern, there's even a picture of Aaron kissing Hannah on the forehead. And y'all know forehead kisses aren't casual. They scream intimacy and "I love you" energy. So yeah, this looks like more than speculation. It's no wonder when you try to look up Aaron's dating history, you come up with nothing. He's been keeping his personal life on serious lockdown, and now it's clear why. It's messy. First, Jessica Hardwick, his alleged longtime girlfriend since 2019. Then Hannah Hurst, with all those cozy pictures and wedding dates. And now rumors with Teyana Taylor. It's giving quietly collecting girlfriends energy. Honestly, I kind of see why he's keeping things private, because when you line up the women Aaron has been linked to, a clear trend starts to emerge. And it's not about looks, it's about lifestyle. The women he's been with are humble, modest, and very low-key. They're not chasing the spotlight, they're not turning heads in every room, they're not dripping in designer, and they're not making headlines every other week. And that's exactly where the biggest contrast with Tayana comes in. She's bold, flashy, and a straight-up queen. She's been in the industry for years, carving her own lane, with that undeniable it-girl energy. Tayana is the kind of woman you can't ignore. She's confident, stylish, and unapologetic. And maybe that's exactly why this whole situation feels off, because she's nothing like the women Aaron usually goes for.
We're all gonna die. There's one more secret I feel I have to share with you. I did not care for the Godfather.
What?
People online have been quick to point out the clear difference between Aaron Pierre's rumored type of women and someone like Teyana Taylor. On one of Aaron's old photos, a fan even commented about one of his exes, saying she looked humble, modest, and likable. That one statement says a lot. It paints a picture of the kind of woman Aaron usually goes for, soft-spoken, low-key, and very different from Tayana's bold, high-profile presence. And now the puzzle pieces are starting to make sense. For example, remember when Lori Harvey's name got brought into the mix? A TikTok creator and reporter, S.H. Mason, once suggested that Lori and Aaron Pierre would make a great couple. On paper, it didn't sound too wild. Lori has dated men across the pond before, including the British actor Damson Idris, so Aaron seemed like someone who could have fit her dating style. But Lori wasted no time shutting that rumor down. She went straight to the comments and wrote, "No thank you. Leave me alone." That wasn't just a polite no. That was a firm rejection, almost as if she knew something about Aaron that the public didn't. And that's what made people pause. Lori could have ignored the rumor altogether, but instead, she wanted to make her position very clear. To many, it felt like she had insider knowledge, like she could see Aaron was a walking red flag. Lori has been around Hollywood long enough to know what comes with dating certain men, and she wasn't about to be anyone's PR girlfriend. When you really think about it, Lori's reaction raises questions. Did she already hear about Aaron's alleged pattern of dating mostly white women? Did she know about the forehead-kissing photos with Hannah Hurst? Or maybe she'd heard whispers of his complicated past with Jessica Hardwick. Either way, Lori wasn't interested in becoming part of that cycle. And given her own dating history, high-profile relationships with names like Michael B., Jordan, Future, and even rumored ties to Diddy, it's safe to say she knows how to spot trouble before it happens. Now the focus shifts back to Teyana Taylor. She's a superstar in her own right, a singer, actress, director, and style icon. On top of that, she's fresh out of her split from Iman Shumpert. She's glowing, living her best life, and enjoying her freedom. But the big question remains. Is Aaron truly interested in Teyana for who she is? Or is this just a calculated move to stay in the spotlight? Because let's be real, the timing is suspicious. Aaron voiced Mufasa in the Lion King prequel, and suddenly, his name is back in headlines thanks to his connection with Tayana. It almost feels like perfect publicity. And Tayana wouldn't be the first star to unknowingly boost someone else's visibility. Look back at her past relationships. When she and Iman Shumpert got together, he was already known in the basketball world, but being married to Tayana took his profile to a whole new level. Their love story had fans rooting for them, but it ended in heartbreak, divorce, and rumors of infidelity. In the end, Iman walked away with more attention than ever, while Tayana was left to pick up the pieces. And then there was Soulja Boy. Yes, Tayana and Soulja Boy had a relationship, and reports say they were even together for years. Some outlets even claim they secretly got married in 2016, and may have had a child together, though the details are fuzzy. But just like with Iman, the relationship ended on a sour note. And once again, Soulja Boy's name was buzzing louder, while Tayana was left with the heartbreak. Even Drake's name once floated around her love life. Back in 2009, rumors suggested that Tayana and Drake had a short fling. They never confirmed it, and there weren't any public pictures, but the whispers were strong enough to raise eyebrows. So now, with Aaron Pierre in the picture, fans can't help but ask, what's really going on here? Is this love, or is Tayana unknowingly boosting yet another man's clout?
Are you Mrs. Sumter? Because I think that you're secretly married.
Mrs. Shumpert?
Shumpter.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, you know, you Wendy.
But are you married?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not,
Yes.
but maybe.
Drake and Teyana Taylor were spotted together a few times, showing up at events and even in music videos. Their chemistry didn't go unnoticed, and fans immediately started buzzing. But despite the speculation, neither Drake nor Tayana ever directly addressed the rumors. That left everyone wondering, was it serious, or just another PR stunt? Nobody can say for sure, but one thing is clear. Being linked to Drake will always keep your name in the headlines. And looking at how that situation played out, some people questioned if Tayana once again boosted someone else's profile without getting much in return. But Drake wasn't the only one tied to her name. Back in 2014, whispers began that Tayana and A$AP Rocky were seeing each other. They never confirmed it, and there were no Instagram posts or interviews, but the streets were definitely talking. Just as quickly as the rumors started, though, the fling fizzled out. Shortly after, A$AP was already linked to Iggy Azalea and then Chanel Iman, proving he wasn't wasting any time. Then came Chad Johnson. Unlike the short-lived flings, this one lasted around 4 years, starting in 2016. For celebrity couples, that's almost forever. People were paying attention, especially when Chad made comments about Tayana's rising career on a reality show. Still, the relationship eventually ended, and not on the best terms. Chad wasn't shy about expressing his disappointment, sparking more speculation about whether he, too, had simply benefited from being with her. Other names appeared over the years: Daniel "Boobie" Gibson, who she dated for only a few months, and Colin Kaepernick, with whom she reportedly had an on-and-off relationship before she got serious with Iman Shumpert in 2014. Looking back, there's a clear pattern. Athletes, rappers, and entertainers, many of whom seem to gain extra attention while dating her. Compared to Aaron Pierre, who's now in the spotlight as Mufasa, Tayana has far more experience navigating the messy world of public relationships. That's why Aaron's ex, Jessica Hardwick, is warning her. Jessica claims she knows his type, and she's suggesting Tayana isn't it. So the big question remains, has Aaron truly changed his taste, or is this just another short-lived moment? Is Jessica being a bitter ex, or is she dropping real warnings? Only time will tell.